What up there, YouTube? This your boy Kirito HD Gaming coming at you with a build video. My first build video that I plan on doing. It's basically the most finalized build that I have, that I haven't done any tweaks or anything like that. This is right now as polished as possible besides the secondary pistol and the shotgun. Those two will be changed when I get done with my expertise. Right now I'm still, running some things that are trying to get done with the expertise. But this build is going to require the capacitor, and I obviously haven't maxed out. The biggest reason why you're going to have this is because the talent shooting enemies builds a stack to a cap of 40. Each stack grants 1.5% skill damage after 5 seconds. Stacks decay 1 per second, and for each skill tier gain 7.5 weapon damage. You have 95.7k, 700 rounds per minute, and then 41 in the mag, and then 1 in the chamber, so 42. And then the biggest piece of all that you need for this build is the Ninja Bike Messenger Backpack. Okay, and the reason why is because of the talent Resourceful. Basically, you can equip any gear set or brand set, and you unlock 2 of those sets. So, like right now, I only got 1 Hannah U, but I got 2 of the brand set, and it's because of that backpack. Well, the reason why this is the biggest thing that is required is due to the fact, whoopsie, is due to the fact that this build is a hybrid skill build, meaning it's a skill build, but it also is a critical hit damage hit chance build. It is at 60% hit chance and 162 critical hit damage. That is those are key in this build. I keep on doing that. So for the mask, I have the Hannah U Corporation hit 6 hit chance, 12 hit damage, and 12 hit damage mod. And since the backpack, the exotic backpack I have, I get skill haste and skill damage. So I was able to still get skill haste and skill damage that you would normally have in the attributes on a skill build. But now I have hit chance, hit damage, but I still get the 10% skill haste and skill damage that is good. So technically I get 4 things towards my build with the mod. So 5. And the biggest piece that is going to make this build hit like a truck is the named item door kicker's knock. Currently is actually in the vendor for the countdown. So go get it if you need it. I advise to get it. It is really good because perfect spark damaging enemies with a skill increases total weapon damage by 15% for 20 seconds. Well, the key to this build is, since I'm using both the turret and the drone, the striker drone and the assault turret, the good part is these are constantly hitting somebody. So this perfect spark, as long as you're fighting and you have your turret and drone working in a good area, turn in a good area, and then the drone will just follow. Um, as long as they're hitting, you're constantly getting an amplified damage of 15%. Well, not amplified. Well, I mean 15% weapon damage. You get that no matter what, constantly. So that 95k, 95.7k will go up to who knows what. If you were watching my Twitch stream, you would see, because I was doing 2 control points. Um, but yeah, and then after this piece, which I have weapon damage maxed out, hit damage, hit chance, and a hit chance mod. And then I have the Empress International skill health and skill damage. I really wish I could get skill efficiency, but there's a reason behind my reason in not putting another piece for this. But this piece, and then you get hit chance and hit damage rolled on it. And then the knee pads, I have the Cheska piece with max skill damage and max skill haste with a core attribute switched to skill tier instead of weapon, and I get hit chance and hazard protection. Only reason why this piece has skill damage and skill haste on it is because this piece used to be a red piece. So I'm getting hit chance already with this piece. So there's no point in having hit chance on here, especially if my hit chance is already maxed out at 60. Now, if I wanted to, I could get rid of the skill damage or skill haste and put, but see, I optimize both. So I can't get rid of it with recalibrating, so I have to keep it. But if I ever find a piece that has hit chance or hit damage and then a yellow, and if I keep this red, which won't be able to happen because this is going to come red no matter what right here. And there's a reason why that I just changed this piece. But if you don't want to run this chest piece, I'll tell you another one. If you don't want to run this chest piece and you want to switch this to red, you could have this red and have these red, but you do lose out on these abilities right here, the 10% skill damage and skill haste, which helps you get your skills back quicker when they're gone. That's the reason why I have them. But before I move on to the glove, the reason why I use this is because it's perfectly sparked. But if you want to run a pure critical hit chance hit damage build, you could run the I'm gonna get rid of that one. You could run the China Light one and get explosive damage and skill haste and run obliterate with 2 reds. Well, obliterate increases your total weapon damage by 1% for 5 seconds, stacks up to 25 times. So yes, you could get 25% weapon damage from this, right? But you have to constantly be shooting somebody with a critical hit. Meaning, yes, 60%, yeah, you're going to constantly get critical hit majority of the time, but this disappears after 5 seconds. That's the problem. 5 seconds, I lose 10% damage in total if I get up to 25, which you won't get up to 25 always. I will promise you that. You won't always be at 25. While this, you stay at 15% for 20 seconds, and as long as your skill hits something, you're constantly staying at it. And then once your skills are destroyed or anything, then the 20 seconds will really start counting down. 20 seconds is a lot longer than 5 seconds. That's why I would rather run this piece than the China Light. But you could run either the China Light, Hannah Yu, or Empress chess piece if you wanted to with obliterate. That is all up to you though. This is a hit chance hit damage build, so obliterate would work perfectly with it. My thing is I would rather keep 15% for 20 seconds than up to 25% for only 5 seconds. That's the only reason why I don't run the obliterator. It just disappears too quickly. It's more, in my opinion, the obliterate is more, I think it's more useful for PvP. It is useful in PvE, don't get me wrong, but I think it would be way more useful on a whole critical hit chance hit damage build. So a whole DPS build, not a hybrid DPS skill build. It's good still, don't get me wrong. Like I said, if you don't want to use this piece, use one of those 3 chess pieces with obliterate and hit chance and hit damage. Yes, it's hard to find, don't get me wrong. Getting obliterate and then getting 2 reds on it, you have to at least have 1 red already. Look, like for instance, my hit damage was already maxed. I only had to add hit chance, and I got lucky with getting obliterate. Like that, you have to get lucky with it. Obliterate will still be on this build. I'm gonna be testing it back and forth and see which one I prefer. Now, with everything going and everything procced, I did see up to about 500k on this gun, damage wise. An average of like 300 and something. And then at the lowest it was 160 something k. When critical hit chance is not, when the critical hits aren't hitting. But with 60% hit chance, 60% of the time, I'm gonna be hitting critical hits. So that's a good part. Now with the obliterate, I did go up to about 700k, but that was literally, I'm telling you, you're not gonna see the 600k as much as you think you will. Especially, I will tell you this: if you're running challenging missions or lower, which I wouldn't, most people run challenging or higher, but if you're running challenging and lower, I would recommend using this piece, the perfect spark. If you're running heroic or legendary, you can decide between this or obliterate. All up to you. And now the glove piece, I used to have an Empress piece, like right here. If I did get it, I get the 10% skill efficiency, which is skill efficiency is skill damage, skill haste, status effect, if I'm correct. It's basically 10% all around everything. Only problem is if I were to get rid of this, I get my assault rifle damage and reload speed gone. Well, you gotta realize this build is not directly on skill. So your skills are not doing as hardcore of damage as it would on a normal skill build. But if everything goes right, this is preferred because you get 5.7 more K damage. Yeah, you do lose out on a total of 5K damage. You lose on armor because I have this piece expertise a little bit. But like if you want the 10% extra, so right here I lose 5K basically, 5K damage, right? Well, if I used Empress, right? I'm at 95,000 damage and then I'm at 59,000 damage, not counting the fact that the damage will go up. It doesn't stay at that. I've seen my turret do 120 something K. And then I've seen this do like 70, 80k. It doesn't always stick at those two. Because, you know, this gives you skill damage. Like shooting enemies builds a stack to cap of 40. Each stack grants 1.5% skill damage. So you do 1.5 times 40. That's how much you're getting. That like I said, that's why your skill damage can go up. So 95 and 59, right? At normal. Well, if I go back and put my thin ears back on, I get the 5k damage back, and it goes down to 56. 56 from 59 is not much. And then I'm at 89 instead of 95. Now, yes, the assault turret went down a little bit more, but not much. It went down 6k, 6 something k, maybe 5 something k, while the drone only went down 3 something or 2 something. That's also because the drone is at a lower damage rate than the turn is. But in my opinion, I would rather run the finish group, in my opinion. You get quicker reload speed and the 10% damage. As you can see, the reload speed is 1.6 seconds. And the good part about the shotgun that I am currently using on this class is I get 30% reload speed with the reload speed from the finish group, so the reload time is now 2.1 seconds. I don't remember what it was at prior, and then I also get 20% right here from an attachment. So with the shotgun alone, I'm getting 60. No, not 60, 70. 30% for the talent, 20 for the attachment, and then I'm getting 20 for the finish group. Because if I'm correct, that's just reload speed in general, yeah. It doesn't just tie to the assault rifle. No matter what though, with this build, I will have a shotgun. And the shotgun I will have, it won't be a named shotgun. It'd be a regular shotgun with flatline on it. Because since I am running the specialization group technician, I get this right here, which posts targets. Well, if I get a shotgun that posts a target, you get 15% weapon damage increase. So I would run a flatline on a shotgun. No matter what, I'm gonna have a shotgun. And then for pistol, I haven't directly decided on a pistol yet. But if anything goes the way I think it's gonna go, I'm gonna run probably a normal pistol with a talent that's decent. Probably gonna have the talent Optimus on it though, to be honest. And yes, you could run this build in the DZ if you wanted to. You have decent damage, you have decent armor, not the best armor, you're still gonna get wiped unless you play correctly. I will tell you this though, if you do play in the DZ with this build, I would change if you do follow this build correctly, I would change the skill tier 1 right here, then the core attribute to armor. So you can get like 1.1 million armor. You get a little bit more armor. Yes, you do lose a skill tier and skill damage and all that stuff, but you don't lose as much as you think. And as long and you keep the turret, I'll keep the striker turret. So when the striker turret goes and hit a enemy, you got the 15% weapon damage. Matter of fact, let's see what it is for PvP real quick. That's weird. It's still saying 15%. Let's see. 40% hit chance and then 132 hit damage. So we do lose out on 20% hit chance, which I'm going to guess is from... I'm taking a guess. Hit chance. You get the hit chance from these masks and gears. Then the mods. I wonder what we're losing. There's something we're losing out on. Cap is 60, but what are we losing it out on? Because you got 6 here. Because in the regular, you got 60. I don't know what I'm losing 20% from. Oh, the gear set hit chance, I think. Because if you look, I got the 4 items still, the 2 mods, gear set, and the Keener's watch. If I go to PvP again, no, it's still gear. No, it doesn't make sense. It still shows all the pieces, but it unless the how much does this give you? This gives you 10. So say if they split it in half, that takes away 5. And if they were to split everything else in half, that would take away, I guess, I mean 20%. I mean 20% is not taking away much in my opinion. I don't know what they're taking away exactly. Who knows? I don't understand how it's 60% in PvE and 40% in PvP. Because I don't play much PvP in this game. That's why I said you can use this build. But if you do, like I said, you could take away one of these. You can add the skill tier. You could add armor to both of them, but you're going to lose out on 2 skill tiers, so you'd be at skill tier 4. You have the turret, which gives you 15% weapon damage. Not the turret, I mean the striker drone. And then for the turret, what I would do the turret, since the DZ is plagued with skills right now because of the companion, I would run jammer pulse. And then if it does get patched and a lot of people don't use it as much anymore, then what I would run is either decoy or the scanner. Because like I said, the shotgun that we're putting on, you don't have to use a shotgun. You could put in another assault rifle or another or SMG with flatline. Your choice. But this is my build. This is my first build that I've ever posted, so it's not the best. So I apologize on that. I'm gonna try to get better, but yeah, this is my skill hybrid hit damage hit chance build. I'm gonna actually save it. I have it saved on one of my other characters, but let's get off that now, and hope you enjoyed it. It's your boy Kidito HD Gaming signing off with this build, and see you next time.